What's up? It's your boy Mean Joe Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto. I want to talk about this Boosie and this PC thing that everybody talking about. And especially he referring with Kodak Black saying that, he's not a gangster because he was scared to go and he decided to stay in PC. And then Turk, he came in and, said what he said and the way how he feel. And Boosie, responded back to Turk on, him and BG responded back to Turk. And I want to talk about this. What I want to say is on Turk and Boosie part, both of them right. And let me explain why. See, Boosie, everybody when we was younger, we lived like how Boosie talking. Boosie is one of the last real ninjas that's living it the way like how Pimp C them, how the OGs used to do it. And we all know this generation ain't going by that old school law anymore. Because, obviously everybody snitching and, things of that nature. But with Boosie, he on this. If you out here rapping that gangster, if you living this street life, and you know what happened to gangster, if you a gangster living that street life all the way keeping it 1,000 in the streets, whether you dealing drugs or doing everything, being a head buster, you going to eventually get tested. You going to eventually have to go behind them walls. Because really, that gangster stuff, how it is now that I'm looking back from what I know now, it's a trap. You going to jail. And when you get locked up, if you was out here talking that gangster, you standing on that gangster, and you decide to check in PC, all the ninjas that's in there they're gonna be looking like, oh, what you call it up here? Big Dog, Boosie, Kodak in here. And you decide to go to PC, and they know you been talking that gangster, they think of you gangster, and then they find out you scared. Then that's why you gonna look like what Boosie talking about. Cause how you gonna be saying that you this and that? But when you go with PC up in there with the gangsters, they looking to greet you or to see if you really that. But you go left and decide, nah, I don't want to go up in there. You get scared. That's what they gonna say. And you gonna look like a bitch. They gonna look at you. You ain't certified. That's if you talking that gangster. You see? And that's where Boosie's standing on. He's standing on like, you out here head busting, talking about you got that iron, and you doing this and that, but then when you go in behind the wall and get tested, you scared. I don't want to, no. I want to protect the custody. But see, me, what I think about that protected custody and stuff now, to me, it shouldn't matter what you choose. Because 9 times out of 10, when I went to jail, I just want to go home. But I ain't hiding, though. You know what I'm saying? But if a dude, if you ain't talking that gangster, you decide, man, I don't want to be bothered with these ninjas, man. I just want to do my time and get out. And you choose that, that's you. That's how I see it now, But see, Boots and them, you coming up under that real umbrella and you out here talking that gangster. Now, if you on your album like talking that gangster and you get big out there, I mean, you got to stand up with it. You see how the streets and the people gonna look at you if you don't stand up with it. He's scared. He ain't about what he be talking about. You ain't ready for it. Yeah, that's see Boosie on that type of time. But see, on the other end with Hot Boy Turk, see Turk saying he did all that. You know what I'm saying? See, I listen to Turk on his album. He ain't talking about all that gangster. He ain't talking about busting his and all that. Turk's talking about living his life. Turk talking about living right. See, Turk done elevated. Now, don't get me wrong. Turk done been through all that. See, I'm just speaking how Turk see it. That's why I say Turk not wrong. He looking at it like this. He done been through all that. He done been behind them walls. Did 8 years plus. When he got out, I mean, come on, the OGs failed us. The so-called OG real ninjas, they really failed the game, the cold game. The only person that's still keeping it like that is Boosie. Because I hear Boosie, he the type, when BG came home, throw him a knot. Boosie taking care of his deceased friends' mamas. He saying he giving them money. Boosie still trying to keep that code alive. The real code, the G code. We take care of our people. Boosie on that type of time. That's why I really say Boosie, he is the last real ninja, the last real gangster in the streets that living by that code. That's why he stuck his neck out to talk about that. But see, looking at Turk point of view, see, Turk is a real one too. When he got out, then he didn't have, and Turk was a big dog. He was a hot boy. But when he got out, nobody, what's up, my dog came throw him 15 G's. See, when BG got out, he said Kevin Gates came shook his hand 15,000. When Boosie got out, he said Cat Williams came to the car and threw a knot 15,000. See what happened? That's how the code's supposed to go. Turk was a real one where his love was in. I heard Birdman in the interview, he said, yeah, but when Turk went to jail, we didn't have a relationship. That's why I went there for him. We didn't have a relationship. What? Turk made you millions of dollars. Turk was your artist. I mean, you supposed to look out. At least, hey, he go 10. I know you did 8, man. I remember the time we built this Cash Money shit. You was a part of it. You a real one. You didn't rat on nobody. You stood 10. See, y'all didn't show Turk that type of love. Nobody. Turk said the only person he had was his wife and $500 he made when he was in prison. So he kept it real, and like he say, he got no reward for it. But everybody else that's big getting out, everybody, they showing them love. So that's why I say I see Turk point of view too. You see what I'm saying? See, the real OG, y'all supposed to have looked out. Y'all supposed to keep this gangster shit. That's the example y'all supposed to set. So when another real one go do time and he get out, and the people that's out up, y'all supposed to come pull a real ninja up too. But y'all have picks and chooses who y'all want to pull up. You see, and then when the real ninja speak out about it, man, y'all think y'all so big and got so much money till y'all just speak a little gangster talk and then y'all go back. See, y'all used to be certified like that, but then when it's time to really act on that to some of your people or former people that's still real, y'all pay y'all picks and chooses. You help who you want to help. See, I looked at that. I feel Turk on that too, man. I'm not taking side, but I feel it. When BG got out, he was there for him. Turk got out, see, nobody was there for him. You see, we got to keep this thing real all the way around. The same like with Honeycomb Brazy. He said when Finesse 2 Time got out, Jay Prince Jr. came and picked him up on a jet. Honeycomb Brazy got out with my jet. I thought, hey, that's another real one now. Come on, we got to keep it real all the way around with this now. That's why the streets, that's a big blow to this street stuff too. And I'm not glorifying the streets because I was in the streets. I'm not in the streets like that no more. But I have respect. I grew up in that. And I respected that. And I know it's not like how it used to be no more. The real OGs, they gone. The Slims, the Pimp C, most of the OGs locked up. That shit over with. Boosie really is the only last real one that's keeping it alive like that. And that's just one man. So that's why a lot of people say the streets is dead. I mean, shit, it is. Because people ain't keeping it 100 no more, man. The streets and the internet is all the same, man. If you're around a whole bunch of ninjas, eventually if you got 40, 50 ninjas around you, I got 5 of them is guaranteed to snake you. And it's just, you know, it just the real is rare. The real ain't real no more like that. It's not really real like that no more. Then this generation, the internet taking over. People, a lot of people, especially 40, under 40, they not feeling the real Boosie talking about. The OGs, we know what Boosie talking about. We come from that, but then we understand it's not like that no more. You see what I'm saying? And it's not. People ain't keeping it real with the real no more like that, man. These days, they got their picks and chooses who they want to be real with, who they respect. But if you real, you supposed to respect all the real. I don't care who it is. If it's real, you supposed to respect that if you real. You see? So like I said, I feel both sides. You know, like Turk, he been through it. Now he with his family, he left that alone. Turk ain't really running with a bunch of ninjas. So he living that family life. He ain't feeling that no more. And he speaking from where he been through. He didn't get no love for being real. He didn't get rewarded for being real when he really supposed to have. Somebody supposed to have looked out on him. I don't care what nobody say. I know because I grew up in it. And I was looking out on my people when they was in there locked up. I'm sending them money. I felt I was obligated because, hey, that's my dog. When he went in, man, you still my dog. I got to look out. He can't do nothing for himself right now. You know, if you know there's a real ninja, that was your dog, you supposed to really look out, man. But see, ninjas ain't doing that no more. And I think money changed a lot of these ninjas. You need to get so big traveling, getting new friends. And then you like that they don't care about that. That's fake too. They ain't keeping it real like they know. Oh, he lost, fuck that. And then the one that's lost, that's locked up, he feeling a certain way. He still keeping it real, but then he looking at another real. You turn your back on the real. Trying to make new real ninjas. And now, you know what I'm saying, how the former real supposed to feel. And he got the right to speak what he got the right to speak what he want to speak. Because he lived there. He know he been through that. So hey, that's why I say both sides, I get both sides. See, Boosie still feel like he got to hold it down with this real shit. Because he's a big dog and he still living by it. I give Boosie that. He really is still living by that code. In the streets, in this gangster, whatever y'all want to say, I get Boosie, it could be the realest. Because of what he doing, he understand the law. He still holding it down like that. But Boosie can't do it by himself. So therefore, the real can't make it. The streets ain't, you just one person just looking out on the fear of your people. What about the other real ninjas that's in situation? Everybody ain't holding it down like you, Boosie. You know? And that's what it is, man. That's why the streets, that's why, you know, that's the way it is, tick for tack. Some real, some not. So, like I always say, some people 50% real. Some people 60% real. Ain't too many gangsters no more out here in these streets all the way 100 real, man. Because if they was, they'll be all of, man, they'll be uniting with the real. It'll be more respect out here. And it's just not, man. So that's what I want to speak on that, man. Hey, I get both sides, man. Turk elevated. It's like Turk, he done moved up. He done the family life. And Turk, you really doing it the right way. You see, because you ain't even talking that gangster no more. You ain't in the street. You living by what you saying and what you doing. And you showing the world family. You know, you ain't in there no more, in the streets like that no more. And I'm sure Turk understood how it go. It just what he saw. And people weren't keeping 1,000 with him. It'll make a nigga turn like that, man. And I'm like that. I don't fuck with nobody. So I'm not going to be saying I'm a gangster and I'm in the streets doing all that because I'm not anymore. Because ninjas ain't real anymore. I'm with my family and stuff too, but I see what's going on and I might, speak on that because I come from there. I knew what was right. That's why a lot of stuff Boosie doing, I live by it. I understand that too. But hey, sometimes like you have to elevate, man. If I was like Boosie and I see everybody ain't doing it, I mean, I feel you, Boosie. You still trying to hold it down like that, but man, it's hard for one man to hold real down like that. But I got to give it to it. Keeping the gangster, Boosie doing his part. And being a real man, Turk doing his part. So, that's why I say both of them right. In their own way. In their lifestyles. So my message to the youth, man, best thing for y'all to do is try your best to stay out of prison. Do the right thing, man. Because being gangsters, it's already been said, gangsters don't live long. Nigga don't believe that song, that ninja wrong. Gangsters don't live that long. Yeah, do the right thing, man. Civilian, ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with going to college, getting a trade. Nothing wrong with none of that. If you a rapper, you ain't got to rap gangster. Nothing wrong because you ain't going to be out here long. And I guarantee you, if Boosie didn't have money like he have, he wouldn't be out here long. A lot of money saved these big gangsters because they got a lot of yes men around. If you got a lot of, like I said, if you got a lot of ninjas around you, all them ain't 100 like that. They just there for what they can get. And I'm sure Boosie know that. Gangsters, they know that. But he got power because he got money. Money bring power. So Boosie still attracting and living that old school code, which the old school code is really not relevant in these days anymore because everybody is not old school. Everybody's not real. And that's my take on that, y'all. So both sides, right? Turk done elevated with the family life. He doing this thing. Turk is a real man. And you can say if you want to holler at Boosie, Boosie is a real ninja. Now y'all make y'all choice which side y'all want to be on. As for me, I know about the real ninja. I'm a real man. Cause I want my sons to be real men. I'm trying to obtain and do best for my family too. So whatever they bring, that real ninja street stuff ain't gonna do it. I have to be a real man. So, people got their picks and chooses. Y'all choose what you choose. Put it down in the comment. And that's my take on that, man. If you made it this far in the video, like the video, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. And as always, I'm coming back with some more flavor. And it's all good. It's your boy Mean Joe Green. Love. I'm about.